So check this out. Last year I went to Phoenix for a vacation, and then I came back and I went to Miami for another vacation. And one of my credit cards got overcharged to the tune of $400. Anyway, instead of returning the money, I said, just hang on to the money. I'll take a credit from from American Airlines. They said, okay, but you got to use it up within 1 year. So what I did was, the year would be up in August. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to take a nice trip to Miami. So the 400, I added another 100 to that and got first class, Actually, you can go to Miami for round trip for $250, right? So but I wanted the first class experience, you dig? And so I said, fuck it, I'll pay the extra. And anyway, it's no big deal. I get a little better leg room and a glass of wine, board the plane first. I guess that's worthwhile, right? Anyway, I didn't have my new ID there. You got to have the new ID. They just come out with new IDs last month. Very, very technical shit, right? I didn't have it. So there's extra security measures that you have to go through if you don't have the real ID. Okay? Anyway, basically, man, they take your old ID and they put it in this thing, and they make you stand in front of this camera, and it pops through and it takes your picture, and then they do it again. I guess they're just double checking to make sure you're the right person. And then when you get, when you go through the thing, you know what I'm saying, where you get on the conveyor belt and all that shit, put your stuff in there and all that. They do this, they wipe your hand with something, it's like they wipe it all over your hand, and then they put it in this other machine, and the machine reads it. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm busted. Because in the feds, right, when you go to visit people in the federal prison system, they swab your hand. And if there's drugs, it'll come on your hand, and they won't let you in. They won't let you visit. So I'm figuring, I might have, I might have some drugs on my hand, or whatever. But it wasn't for that. It was for explosives. Okay, obviously I don't have none of that, so they let me through. So I'm going on. I'll be pimping, playing, and money parlaying later.